So this is the document that I've been keeping that just basically has things I need to figure out about the boat, like the mast height, fuel range, alternate stops for emergencies, and then things to bring, a giant list I've been working on for a few weeks that basically I'll have to gather up a lot of that. We have most of it already. I don't need to buy anything. I just need to gather it up because fortunately we have it from our other boating excursions. And then I have a bunch of different routes planned where I can take different routes and come out onto the Gulf of Mexico at different places to kind of consider different things. So if we like the intercoastal, we can stay in it. If we want to sail because the wind is good, we can go out, and it has all the places there are drawbridges and what channel radio to call, how often they open. So there was a little research to figure all that out. And I also have a to-do list of things to do before we leave. So this is a little book we made up for our little sailing adventure coming back home. Has all the bridges that we're going to encounter, what channel they're on, and how often they open. So in case we have to open, well, we have to open some drawbridges. The tides for where we're going to park the boat overnight and when we get back to our mooring location. What we need to say to open bridges, because even though we know what to do in the situation, we might forget, so I wrote it all down. A map of where we're going to moor overnight near a marina about 15 miles away from where we're buying the boat, and just some charting of where we're leaving from the guy's place. So things to check on the boat once we're inside it, some inspection stuff to do that we didn't do, or at least didn't do as well as I wanted to during the buying process. So that's our little book we're going to use for our journey. This is the giant pile of stuff that we're taking: solar panel, toolkit, radio, dinghy with its oars, boom tent, bags, hats, cleaning supplies, stuff in case we need to fix up a better anchor line because I'm not sure what it has, GoPro to record it all. So yeah, we have to pack all this stuff up tonight so that we can take it all into the boat with us tomorrow so we can do some things while we're... This is the little mount I'm making to hold the depth finder and our dragonfly on the boat so that while we're traveling I can set it on the seat. I don't really know what else to do. I don't want to mount these things permanently just yet, and we need them for the trip. I can't mount them permanently because we're going to jump in the boat and go, so this is my solution to that. Our new sailboat is 40 miles away. We'll have to motor and sail the entire distance back home. We plan to take the intercoastal waterway to avoid the waves and wind out in the open Gulf of Mexico. We're about, I don't know, a half an hour into our journey. We came from back there. We stopped and put the anchor down to get all of this stuff hooked up and the solar panel going to charge the battery so we don't run it down for tomorrow, and we should have a couple more hours to go. Now it is? That's it?
Yeah, I think so.
I have to go right through.
Bridge number 2.
Well, we have a problem. It's that the man who sold us this boat told me we could go 30 miles on the gas that it had. And after about 10 miles, we used up not only all the gas, but also an extra tank that we had. So now we're looking at about a quarter tank with 4 or 5 miles to go. Well, I think we're sailing only because we're running out of gas and we don't really have a choice. 1.6 miles an hour because there's not much wind. But I'll take it because it's free. Well, we're coming up on our anchorage. 1.6 miles to go. The problem is this. No gas left and 1.6 miles to go. It doesn't sound like a lot, but we're going 3.4 miles per hour. And so we'll see. Well, we only have that far to go on the gas that we have. We've been on E for a long time. Susie is blowing up the inflatable up there. We're going into our anchorage.
Hey, we are off. 11:15.
Day 2. We just came from back there. This is day 2. Today we have 20 miles to go. We just saw some dolphin and 5 manatee just in that area back there. Some people had stopped to look at them. Right there, coming right towards us. I can see him under the water. See him up there, look. Well, we might only be going 2 miles an hour, but that's because the breeze is very light out here. But we're not using any fuel, and we're just sailing. Not a good place for it, but it's the only choice we have for today. We are approaching the West Bay Bridge. It's a little choppy in here from all the boats going by. But so far so good. We're thinking after the bridge we'll put the sails up.